In the wealth game, confidence and insecurity are not opposites that need to be fought over. They're actually signals that indicate blind spots that you might have in relationship with money. Using the square process, we'll uncover how insecurities can actually sharpen your financial instincts, and confidence can sometimes lull you into taking blind risks. Let's get into the square process. With the games process, you take a sheet of paper, or as I've got a PowerPoint presentation, and you divide it into squares, into 4 squares. And then you take opposing concepts, and in this case, it's insecurity and confidence. And we look at opposite situations and find the blind spot. So let's get started. We'll first look at I love being confident and why that would be true. Then I hate being confident and why that would be true. And I use extreme examples so that you get into the emotion much more deeply. Then we look at why I would love being insecure and why I hate being insecure. And so we answer all 4 questions. So this is a logical game, but it will show where you have a blind spot. So here we go. I love being confident. Why is that? Confidence lets me command a higher price without second guessing. It attracts investors, clients, partners who want to ride with someone who's sure of themselves. I get respect in rooms where money talk usually intimidates others. Confidence in wealth lets me move fast and beat competitors who are still hesitating. It gives me a social leverage. People equate money confidence with leadership. And it hides my doubt. Nobody questions if I act like I know what I'm doing. So that's, I love being confident. And we answer those questions. Now we answer, I hate being confident. Why would that be true? Confidence can make me reckless and I ignore risks and burn cash. It isolates me. People assume I don't need help. Overconfidence blinds me to market shifts until it's too late. I attract envy and silent resistance from those who feel threatened. It feeds arrogance. I stop listening and miss smarter ideas. Confidence makes failure brutal because I've built up this whole image and identity around being right about money. So that's why you would hate being confident. Have you noticed something about that? Because normally people don't think about ever hating being confident. Let's look into I love being insecure. Now, why would that be true? Insecurity keeps me cautious. I double check the numbers others ignore. It makes me hungry. I over prepare and often outperform the confident ones. My humility builds trust. People see me as relatable and safe. It forces me to innovate because I can't rely on swagger alone. Insecurity keeps me open to mentors, advice, and also smarter strategies. It also justifies staying small, which feels safer than risking it all. So that's why we would love being insecure. Now let's go to the 4th square and answer the 4th question. I hate being insecure. I hate being insecure because it stalls opportunities and I talk myself out of deals. I undercharge because I don't believe I'm worth more. It makes me dependent on others for reassurance. I sabotage myself by hesitating while others take the shot. Insecurity kills my credibility. Clients can smell that I doubt myself. It locks me in survival mode and it never feels like I'm free or expansive. So those are the 4 areas. And I'm sure you've maybe uncovered where your blind spot is. Do you see the trap? Confidence with money isn't just about power. It also could be about arrogance and having these blind spots. Whilst insecurity with money isn't just about weakness, it hides all our sharp instincts and resourcefulness. In the wealth game, both roles are strategies, not actually truths. The square process shows they're just costumes that we put on, and the blind spot is believing either role defines who we really are. The trap is actually thinking that you have to always be confident with money and never experience any insecurities. In reality, insecurity is actually the pressure that makes confidence meaningful. Without feeling uncertain, you wouldn't appreciate financial clarity. And without self-doubt, you wouldn't carefully evaluate opportunities or risks. So the game move is recognize when insecurity rises, use it as a signal, and act confidently with awareness. So here's what you can do when you feel this insecurity rise up within you. Make a tiny financial decision, no matter how small, just make a decision on something. Speak clearly about the value you provide to a client or a partner. And track one metric that proves your competence or you're making progress. Let me know in the comments which of the 4 squares actually hit you the most. Where's your blind spot? And you can actually feel it in the solar plexus. Power is the solar plexus. And wealth is all about solar plexus energy. And when the blind spot hits, it's over here, and you can feel that. So let me know in the comments where that was. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.